It is the scandal that's rocked much of Doug Ford's time as premier. Ford said he was sorry about his plan to open the Greenbelt and promised to earn back our trust. Now, the province appears to be months behind on a mandatory review of the protected lands. And CBC Queen's Park reporter Shawn Jeffords has found that process has not even started yet. So, Shawn, what's meant to be happening with the Greenbelt right now, and how sensitive is this topic to the Ford government, considering the past controversy?
Well, Dwight, I think it's it's fair to say it's a very controversial subject. It remains a sensitive issue with the Ford government. But we are now at the 20th anniversary of the creation of the Greenbelt plan, the legislation that created the Greenbelt itself. And in that legislation, there is a clause that requires a mandatory review of the bill every 10 years, of the law. We are now at the second review that is supposed to take place in 2025. And the government has, it appears, not started that second review. Now, you'll recall, Dwight, as you mentioned off the top, this is a topic that's been a great controversy for the Ford government for some time. In 2022, the government said it would reopen the Greenbelt for development, all in a bid to try to build more housing to reach that 1.5 million homes goal it had set for itself, but got a lot of pushback. Two watchdogs the legislature investigated found that the process was biased towards a small group of developers, and then there were resignations. The Minister of Municipal Affairs, most notably Steve Clark, was forced to step down in that resulting scandal, and the RCMP are investigating. So this is still a very sensitive file for the government, and potentially the opposition says explains some of the delay here.
The fewer times the word Greenbelt is uttered in public, the better for them. And let's face it, we've been watching the legislation they've brought forward. They don't like consultation. They've acted very, let's say, energetically to make sure that people didn't get a chance to talk about legislation that was coming forward.
So, Dwight, that was NDP environment critic Peter Tabuns, who is asking for a fulsome consultation, meeting with communities who are in the Greenbelt, Indigenous groups, and members of the public to express their views on the Greenbelt and how it could be preserved and changed.
Well, Shawn, you've made a Freedom of Information request for documents. What did you find?
So, Dwight, the documents are effectively briefing notes for incoming Minister of Municipal Affairs Rob Flack. They show that the government should have started this review on February 28th of this year. And as of March, when Flack took the portfolio, the review hadn't begun. There was some initial research done by the civil service here in Ontario, just to talk a little bit about process and how the review could take place. But the documents also explore the Greenbelt Council, which is this advisory group, which is key to the review. The civil service points out to the minister that there is only one member on this council at this point. There should be 10, and the government has to reappoint to repopulate this committee. But that one member, even still, her term ends on June 24th. So the status of the review and the Greenbelt Council composition are a bit of an unknown right now.
Shawn, any response from the province about all of this?
No, Dwight. I asked the Minister of Municipal Affairs office for comment on this, and they did not respond to a request about the status of the Greenbelt review or the Greenbelt Council compositions. So environmental groups and opposition critics are saying they are going to hold the government's feet to the fire on this review, though.
And we'll keep on top of that. Thank you, Shawn Jeffords at Queen's Park.